What would it feel like to sit down for a meal in the tomb of an ancient pharaoh, surrounded by thousands of years of history and mystery? In 1923, a group of archaeologists did exactly that when they dined in the tomb of Pharaoh Ramses XI, and today we're uncovering the story behind this extraordinary event. Before we dive into this fascinating tale of archaeology, exploration, and the strange mix of reverence and audacity, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a deep dive into the most intriguing moments in history. And here's a question for you. If you had the chance to step into a pharaoh's tomb, how would you feel about sharing a meal there? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In the early 20th century, the Valley of the Kings in Egypt was a hub of archaeological discovery, with tombs of pharaohs revealing treasures and secrets from an ancient world. In 1923, just a year after Howard Carter's discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, a team of archaeologists, tired and exhilarated from their work, decided to turn the tomb of Ramses XI into an impromptu dining hall. The tomb, with its painted walls depicting the journey to the afterlife, served as an eerie yet inspiring backdrop for their meal. The setting was both surreal and controversial, a place designed for eternal rest now hosting a gathering of scholars, complete with tables and chairs. But why would they choose to dine in such a sacred and historically significant place? The answer lies in the logistics of archaeological digs in the early 20th century. The Valley of the Kings was remote, the work grueling, and the desert sun relentless. These archaeologists spent long days meticulously documenting and excavating, often far from modern comforts. The tombs, with their relatively cooler interiors and enclosed spaces, provided a practical, albeit unusual, refuge from the harsh environment. Yet the act of dining in a pharaoh's tomb wasn't just practical, it was symbolic. For these archaeologists, it was a celebration of their work, a way to connect with the ancient world they were uncovering. Sitting within the tomb of Ramses XI, surrounded by inscriptions and artifacts meant to guide the pharaoh through the afterlife, must have been a deeply humbling and thought-provoking experience. They were literally eating history, immersed in the very culture they were trying to understand. Of course, this act raises ethical questions that continue to spark debate today. Was this meal a harmless moment of respite or a disrespectful intrusion into a sacred space? At the time, archaeological practices were far less sensitive to the cultural and spiritual significance of their findings compared to today's standards. The idea of preservation and respect for heritage has since evolved, but the story of this dinner remains a fascinating glimpse into a bygone era of exploration. The tomb of Ramses XI, while not as famous as others in the Valley of the Kings, holds its own unique place in history. The pharaoh, who ruled during a tumultuous period of Egypt's decline, was laid to rest here in a modest yet intricate tomb. For these archaeologists to sit where the remains of a king once rested adds layers of complexity to the story, one of reverence, curiosity, and perhaps a hint of hubris. As we reflect on this unusual moment in history, what do you think about the balance between exploration and respect when it comes to uncovering ancient civilizations? Would you have joined that dinner or stayed outside the tomb? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, share it with history enthusiasts, and subscribe for more stories that take you right into the heart of the past. The story of archaeologists dining in Ramses XI's tomb reminds us that history is not just about discoveries, it's about the people who make those discoveries, their choices, and the legacy they leave behind.